Welcome back in here on this Thursday morning. It is time to head out to the Toyota of Hollywood Hotline. Shop over 2,000 Toyotas on sale at one location. Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan. ToyotaofHollywood.com. The hotline goes international here as we head out to Spain, where Joe Rose is this morning. Joe, I guess this afternoon. How are things out there, my friend?
It's almost dinner time, Woody. Everything's around the food, brother.
Yeah.
It's almost dinner time.
How is it out there, rainy, man? How's it going?
It's been great weather, but today it's a little rainy, but that's all right. It's okay. It's still beautiful. Madrid is alive, and everybody's getting excited about this. I see a lot of people coming in for the game. A lot more people came in last night. I noticed out for dinner last night that a lot more Dolphin fans were here. And everybody, it's amazing. You know, these guys playing all these stadiums. Some of the best stadiums in the world are what the NFL, the new facilities. These guys have been raving about the Real Madrid stadium. I don't have a big soccer background, but everybody's raved about how beautiful
Bernabeu.
The stadium is. That's right, Donald. And it's everybody's fired up, and I guess a lot of people that have been there. A little different. It's one of the great teams, obviously, in the world. Always seems to be one or two in the world in the rankings. And anyway, so we'll see it. Get the chance to see it first. I guess I didn't even know it had a top the last couple of days, and so I think the big decision is whether to keep it open or close it. I say close it. A little selfish, but yeah. So anyway, that's a big thing. Hey, the good news back here, Austin Jackson out the last 9 games at right tackle might be coming back. So find out more the next couple of days. So they're really healthy for whatever it is. And I think we're all, we talked about this yesterday, kind of curious which Dolphins team's going to show up. The Redskins got a lot of guys out. Their best defensive player got suspended we talked about that, for throwing a punch. So we'll see what that means, and if the Dolphins could take advantage of all the things going on and put 2 wins together for the first time this season.
Commanders.
I got to ask you, but before we get back into
hang on. You got Commanders. Commanders.
Can I just
please.
get it out of the way today? God, Commanders.
They're going to leave you over there if you keep saying
you're not coming back. But Joe, before we get back into the football stuff, I'm curious because I know you've had a couple late nights out there, some extracurriculars with Bo Camper, but I got to know, what have you been eating out there, Joe? How's the food been?
Bo Camp, the food's good. I mean, we hit so these guys look up the top ranked restaurants. I'm not going to lie to you, for dinner. And then we find them and we go, and they're good. They're all really, really good. And, all these shows now, all these national shows, and these guys go around every place in the world for the best restaurant. My guys track them down, man. My guys spend time to track them down, and I just follow along. But, the food's good. I have no complaints. The food is it's a little different style, but it's good. Smaller portions, probably good for all of us, So that's been good too. So,
Joe, I got to ask you about this one here. I don't know if you've seen any of this Kyler Murray to swapping spots things. To me, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense because Kyler Murray is basically Tua, just a little faster. Maybe help me out with this one. What are you hearing up there about this whole rumor thing with Kyler Murray?
There would be, in my opinion, there's about less than 1% chance that would ever happen.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. He's more athletic, and I understand that. But listen, I always love when one team's looking to get rid of somebody real badly and stuck with a bad contract, and the other team's got some of the same kind of problems and wondering. Although Tua's got a head coach is 100% on his side, and I just don't. I saw more stuff on it. I'm sure those guys are going to be asked about it today, and it's a waste. We're getting ready a couple of days away. But, hey, man, it's I would be shocked if it ever happened. I know it's not going to happen right now, but in the off season, I would be really, really shocked. Again, I think you have to put a special offense for him as well. He's hurt. He's got some bad raps on him about some of the things with teammates, and I'll pass. I'll just pass. I don't see it happening before everybody gets lathered up on that one.
And I agree with both you and Hollywood. Like a Tua for Kyler Murray swap doesn't really make any sense whatsoever. But do you think there could be any legit buzz on Tua being traded for any other sort of package, Joe? Draft picks, or is the contract just not really tradable? How do you view that?
No. You know what? It's a great question, and honestly, we've talked a lot about it since we've been back here. Everybody's back here, and things have started to change. I don't see it. I think I've been saying this for months. I'm not always accurate, but I believe Tua's going to be back as a starting quarterback next year. First of all, partially because of this draft class coming out and the unknown of what started as a really strong class and now a really unknown class. Because a lot of guys who were supposed to be good have not been very good, and there's concerns there. And there will be teams reach when we get to that point. Teams will reach for a guy on potential, and some coach will be in love with them, or a general manager will be in love with them. And the second part is, listen, that contract is huge. And if this team's going to look and go, I think what we have right now is better than anything we can get, let's make it work. And that may mean whether it's Mike McDaniel, which right now I have him as a front runner on this, but I think Tua is going to be back. Matter of fact, if there's a guy pretty secure for next year coming back, unless he just absolutely stinks it up in the second half of the season, which, by the way, you do your homework on some of the defenses they're facing and what he was able to do last week, minus the 2 interceptions. This team's beaten up on defense. I mean, this Redskins, he each put up some good numbers. I just expect for all that stuff added up for the second half and how he plays, I expect he's going to be back. And obviously the biggest reason, he has got a large number of money next year that's guaranteed.
We're going to have to make a jar, and Joe's going to have to put money in every time he says the Commander's old name. That's twice, by the way, Joe. I'm keeping track on you.
That's all right. I told him last night. I got no shot to say Commander. I can't even call it Washington. The Washington team. Whatever. Yeah.
I got to ask you about a positive here, Joe. Devon Achan has been incredible this season for this team, and the Dolphins are a 3-win team. Usually, you see a running back on these teams, and they struggle as well. But he has been absolutely incredible, rushing the football. Almost 800 yards on the receiving end. He's got another 300 there, another 4 touchdowns through the air. He has been a major bright spot for this team. And do people realize, do people appreciate how good he's actually been?
I think the last couple of weeks, people really started to get it. And by the way, the game against the Bills, they tore 25 yards, but he seems to always have total running and receptions, seems to always have a 100-yard game. He's now 4th in the league. Yeah. And by the way, I think people do appreciate him and his talent. Everybody knows his speed. Most guys around the league say he's the fastest running back in the game on top of everything else, but he's really polished up his skills, man. Not only as a runner, but as you said, he's a mismatch when he's out running out and ups or just delays underneath what he can get out of plays. I think what was the number I was told today, 11 or 12 missed tackles on him by the Buffalo Bills.
Wow.
And a lot of them just jumping through arm tackles down low. He just jumps through them. And the other part of this, he wasn't a first-round pick. And that means contract time is coming up. And there's one thing they're going to have to do, shorthanded on this money because of dead money on the cap for next year. There's one thing they have to do, and that's take care of their best player. And that's Devon Achan. He's the one guy that, while they're going through all this, and I'm sure negotiations, because it is the running back position, and, everybody's that's been kind of a slow-paying position here, although it's picked up in a little bit last year. But don't be surprised if he's not one of the 2 or 3 highest paid running backs in football here this offseason.
Joe, the other parts of what made the Dolphins so dominant last weekend against Buffalo, the offensive line did their job, and the defense was just tremendous. We were talking about the D with Brian Baldinger yesterday. I mean, what did you see from the O-line to the defense, Joe, and can we sustain that sort of play?
Well, so it's obviously the more the offensive line, those starting 5, let's start with those guys. Borum on the right side. Those guys have played together. Strange over there on the right side, and that was thought to be the weak side because your guard and tackle, your starters have been out basically the whole season. But, the more they play together, the better they've got. They're more comfortable. They pick up games. They work better together. Mike's got a good feel for counters on them and how to get the most out of them, bouncing outside. Thought we started to run the ball a lot better outside. Looks a lot closer to what it looked like when we had Achan and Mostert running out wide. So that's really helped. And you can just see the rhythm, more comfortable, the blocking. Using a 6 offensive lineman has really helped this team a lot. We've gone to a lot of plays now with the 6 offensive lineman as a tight end, basically. Then on the defensive side, man, the biggest thing, and talking to Zach Sealer for about 10 minutes, man, he's all pumped up to talk about the kids have gotten better, man. The young guys are just getting better and better and better on the defensive line and how much that's helped. And so I think that's the biggest part. I think it really starts with they've stopped the run. They thought when the Bills showed up in that game, they just felt like the number 1 running team in the league, that you were just going to run the ball inside and outside like they did in that 3rd game of the season. In the first half, they had 100 yards rushing. And I think they thought they were going to be, and they got stuffed right off the bat. And they don't have much to throw. They're not very good. The Bills are not very good in 3rd and long situations. So that became an issue. And the next thing you know, Dolphins started looking and going, hey, man, we can play with these guys. Hell, we can beat them. And then the 2 best players, Waddle and Achan, really took over that game. You have 2 guys that combined to go over 300 yards of offense. So your number 1 wide receiver and your best player.
All right, Joe, before we let you run here, you've been very hot this season. You mind trying to make some people some money? We got a football game tonight.
Well, you got to hurry because my wife's got a potluck she's going to with the company. I didn't get invited, but apparently there's a potluck today, so she made some extra stuff today for the potluck for the station.
I got to tell you, ever since you got access to your email, you taking shots at everyone. It's just been
yeah.
Hey, where was she supposed to call me? My wife wanted to know exactly where she was supposed to go. Where's that thing going to be?
This is normally where you insult me for going to the event, and yes, I am probably going to go. So I don't have that Joe Rose immunity.
Sure. Hey, man, you make sure.
Yeah, I'll represent for both of us today. Okay.
After
yeah. Can you give us a pick on the game tonight? Pat's hosting the Jets. New England's favorite by 13.5. Who do you like tonight in this AFC East matchup?
I'm going to go Patriots all over them tonight. Patriots are. Can you believe the Patriots going for a 9th win?
I know.
Unbelievable. My God. They're getting ready. You're knocking on the door here for a playoff position locked up here in the next couple of weeks. Incredible.
Wait, Drake May has been something, hasn't he?
He's more and more talk about him and how good Drake May's been, how good the head coach is bringing this thing together as quickly as they did, and the work in a matter of 1 year. And listen, a softer, easier schedule for finishing as one of the worst teams last year. They get the benefit on that, which the league does a great job of allowing you, if you can figure things out, to get competitive, which we're trying to get there right now. But, boy, they've really figured it out, man. And we got them at the end of the season on the road.
Well, Joe, sounds good. Enjoy the day in Spain. You want to do this again tomorrow with us?
Yeah, we can do that tomorrow. That's not a problem. But where again's that thing? My wife wanted to know about that potluck today, and I just wasn't sure. She wanted to get a chance to meet all the salespeople and spend some time with Lynn and our program director. Where's everybody going to be today?
Well, you got your shots in. That's all that matters. Len's very down on you right now, by the way. He came in yesterday. He was ripping you, just ripping you. I let him go. I just, get it off your chest, whatever you got to do.
No, that's good. That's good. Hey, man, you guys have a good day. All right. I'm going to get out of the rain.
All right. See you later, Joe.
Thanks, Joe.
See you later.
All right. Joe Rose here with us from Spain. We went to international there on the hotline today, Dono. Yes, by the way, we do have a potluck. That is one issue. And then the other issue is that Joe figured out how to check his work emails, which I guess is monitoring them. But either way, it is not a good situation because they sense, there's always stuff that comes in. He'll come in the next morning and he'll just, he'll be asking me questions about this and that. I said, Joe, just go back to like not knowing what's going on.
Yeah, that's not good for you. If you have to be the middleman, that's not good for Hollywood.
Better off when he just, is in his own world and,